low-income communities. It's time to go to work, y'all. It's time to demilitarize U.S. foreign policy. And it's time to cut the military budget right now 10% and take all of those monies and put them in health care and education and green infrastructure and jobs and anti-poverty programs. And then we need to cut it again. It's time to end unjust mass incarceration and violent policing, and it's time to enact fair taxes on corporations and repeal the 2017 tax cuts and stop letting the rich get away with murder while the poor people die. It's time. And as I prepare to close, if I could borrow from Martin Luther King today, who was a contemporary of my father, anybody who tries to criticize these demands and say that they are somehow un-American or anti-American. Let me paraphrase. If our demands are wrong, then the Constitution is wrong. If our demands are wrong, then the promise of equal protection under the law is a lie. If our demands are wrong, then we might as well tear up the Declaration of Independence and the promise for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our demands are wrong, then the Bible is wrong when it says, woe unto those who legislate evil and rob the poor of their rights. If our demands are wrong, then someone ought to have the courage to say Jesus was wrong when he said all nations will be judged by how they treat the least of thee. When I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was a stranger, did you invite me in? If our demands are wrong, then the call to be repairs of the breach should have never been placed in the Bible. But the truth is, our call is not wrong. Our call is right, and not only is right, it's the only thing worth spending your lives for. Because if we don't do this work, I fear for this nation. You can't have the levels of injustice that exist now in poverty and racism and think this nation is built on a solid foundation. You can't have the line of pain we're seeing and think you're going to always have rest and so-called peace. And the issue is not the scarcity of money. It's not the scarcity of ideas. We must, and we can't settle because we know what is right. Let me tell the organ man. Now, if you're going to play with a Pentecostal, play with him or leave him alone. We've got work to do. Don't be all into speaking. You play when I'm not speaking. I was in West Virginia lately, and I learned about Ralph Chaplin, who was tutored by Mother Jones. He sat under the influence of that great sojourner, and he heard Mother Jones say, you fight until hell freezes over, and then you fight on the ice. Y'all hear what I'm saying? And then Ralph Chaplin wrote a song called Sojourner Forever. You gonna play with me? All right. Stop playing with me. He wrote a song called Sojourner Forever. And the song said, in our hands is placed the power greater than the hoarded gold, greater than the might of armies, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. And I stop by to tell you, our unity makes us strong. Together, we got work to do. Together, the rejection gotta work. Together, we can change the world until the poor are lifted, the workers are paid, the sick are healed, the vote is not suppressed, police killing is stopped, land and water is not poisoned, war is not pushed, promoted and promulgated, humanity is respected, children are protected, civil rights labor rights, human rights are never neglected until these things are actualized. We've got work to do. And if we do it together, if the rejected work together, generations yet unborn will rise up and remember us for the work we did, and together we will change the nation. I feel like going to my pulpit down in Greenville. I hear an old gospel song. I've been running for Jesus a long time, and I ain't tired yet. But since there is no separation between Jesus and justice, let me say it like this. I've been running for justice a long time, and I ain't tired yet, because when it's all over, when the work is done, if we work together, love wins. If we work together, truth wins. If we work together, hope wins. And what a day, what a day, what a day of rejoicing it will be. Been working for justice a long time, and I ain't tired yet. When we have it, what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day.
I'm not tired.